We hope to get close to the conspirators very soon with Amandeep there working on the ground. Let's go back to a breaking news development again from South. Savarkar controversy refuses to die down. This time another poster of Veer Savarkar torn in Tumakuru. We had earlier incidents unfolding in Shivamogga, and now another incident connected with Savarkar, and a poster of him on Independence Day was torn in Tumakuru. This is second insult to Veer Savarkar, back-to-back happening in Karnataka. First in Shivamogga, which has in fact led to a stabbing and a death of a youth, and now happening in Tumakuru. Poster of Veer Savarkar torn apart. In the instance reported from Shivamogga, there was Savarkar poster replaced with that of Tipu Sultan, and now a Savarkar poster is torn in Tumakuru. We'll try to connect with Piyush, who's reporting from there on the ground in Shivamogga, and see whether we can get the details of the present case from Tumakuru, whether this is a handiwork of a coordinated work of those involved in Shivamogga, or this is an independent instance. Let's go to Piyush, who is reporting from Shivamogga. Piyush, you've been there for more than 24 hours on the ground in Shivamogga. Please tell us, now this second incident being reported from Tumakuru, almost similar. Is the situation calm on the ground? Is the police in control? Are we getting to hear that police is unraveling some conspiracy? What's happening there?
Well, Abhishek, we talk about the current situation. What we are now given to understand is that the police is trying to investigate all the links, all the connections. In fact, the role of a few organizations have not been ruled out by the police here in Shivamogga. In fact, we have spoken to ADG Law and Order Alok Kumar, who has confirmed to us that 4 people have been arrested in this regard. In just 12 hours, police was able to catch hold of all the culprits. This is what the local authorities are telling us. We also spoke to Home Minister, where he slammed the Congress party for making the irresponsible statements. Remember that Siddaramaiah a couple of minutes back also did a press conference where he said that why to put the posters of Veer Savarkar, and that also in Muslim area. So that's the part of politics. But if you talk about the investigation, the police here is telling us that it is not ruling out the role of any particular organization, though it is not naming the organization. Day before yesterday, an arrest was also made, and that was of an SDPI worker when that worker had gone to a local mall where he had torn apart the poster of Veer Savarkar, following which the tensions had escalated, and what we saw yesterday led to stabbing of a person. If we talk about this person, he is admitted in hospital and is being treated. He is still in ICU. Home Minister had also met with him. The Home Minister had also met with him.
Yeah. Piyush, if you are able to, if you are getting me, Piyush, I think Piyush's line dropped there. He was telling us situation on the ground is under control in Shivamogga, even as another incident has unraveled in Tumakuru, where poster of Veer Savarkar has been torn apart. This was put up by his supporters to mark the 75th year of independence. Remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi mentioned Savarkar's name from his Red Fort speech yesterday, and there is a huge support base of Savarkar that exists in the country, and those posters were a reflection of that. I think Piyush is back on the line. Piyush, if you're able to hear me, is there any connection between the Shivamogga and the Tumakuru incident that the police is working on? Are you getting to hear something like that on the ground?
Well, Abhishek, multiple incidents have taken place not only in Shivamogga but also in Bhadravati, in Tumakuru and in other parts of Karnataka. What we are now learning is that all incidents are being thoroughly investigated. In fact, if we specifically talk about the incident which took place in Shivamogga, 4 people have been arrested, out of which Nadeem is being seen as the main conspirator, and he is the person who is a history sheeter. In 2016 also he was booked by the police for throwing a sleeper at a Ganpati procession. So he is a history sheeter. Now the police is trying to investigate if he was convicted in that case also, or are there other cases also in which this man is linked. But looking at the current situation, the police has imposed section 144 here in Shivamogga. What we are now given to understand is that looking at the situation, by tomorrow shops would be allowed to open, but traffic is normal. I would ask my video journalist Bhagat to try to show you pictures in and around of this very area. That's the main center of Shivamogga, the bus stand, and also the main Choraha where the incident had basically taken place. Here we are seeing traffic movement taking place, but shops are closed. Only necessary shops have been allowed to open. Who are shops? Those are very much needed, like medicine shops are open, but other shops have been closed. In fact, police has also said that there is complete ban on large gatherings in this district. So right now, police is investigating the entire case thoroughly. Nadeem is being investigated at an unknown location. This is what we are hearing from our sources. So looking at the sensitivity of the matter, today in the morning we also saw as to how a flag march was taken out by the top officers of Shivamogga. Police and RAF personnel had also joined that march. At 5 p.m. another flag march would be taken out in the same area to instill a sense of confidence, sense of security among the people, and also a message to the antisocial elements who are indulged in activities which can further escalate law and order situation here in Shivamogga. So police has pulled up its socks. On the other side, Home Minister is also in the district. He is taking stock of all the situation, and they are taking and is in touch with all the authorities. We'll have to wait and watch as to how the investigation further proceeds. But 4 people have been arrested, and more links are being thoroughly investigated. Abhishek.
Also, Piyush, if you can tell the viewers, Prem Singh and Praveen Singh, what is their quick answer? 30 seconds, Piyush. What is the condition of Prem Singh and Praveen Singh who were stabbed? Then I go to Ratan Sharda.
Well, Prem Singh is still admitted in hospital. He is being treated. Yesterday, Home Minister also met him. We have also spoken to his close aides, where he told us that yesterday, the moment he was stabbed, he was admitted in hospital. He is now out of danger.
All right, Piyush, I have to go to Ratan Sharda. He's on the phone. Ratan Sharda. Second instance of Savarkar's posters being torn apart, being reported from Karnataka. One was Shivamogga, the other is Tumakuru. What is the BJP government there? Isn't Veer Savarkar an ideal for the BJP? We thought so.
BJP, for some bigots, tearing the poster of Savarkar is actually putting the cap on the wrong place. It is the legacy of Karnataka government, which made earlier government, which made Tipu Sultan a hero. And now that legacy of Tipu being a hero and Hindutva heroes being not liked by the people, is the same narrative which we used to see during partition times. The two communities, different heroes, different approaches, and Congress encouraged this. So what we are seeing today is the sin of the past being visited, and this is most worst kind of hate politics being played, for which the communities will pay very heavy price. There are heroes and there are freedom fighters, and there is no need to do all this. And those who have done must be summarily picked up and summarily given true justice. And people should realize that you cannot have your own version of history and your own version of way things are. And this continuous debasement of Savarkar by Congress and all seculars is one of the causes. The other cause is that he have made Tipu into a hero while he was a villain for most of the South Indians. So this fake secularism narrative of creating hate figures, creating wrong heroes, what is coming to visit us? And we better wake up to this danger, because this is only going to increase the divide between communities where it should be nothing. You can have different celebrities, you can have different heroes, But to create artificial heroes from villains and destroy the legacy of people who have done a great service to the nation is something that we really should not at all tolerate.
Mr. Sharda, also, this has to be seen in the light of the debate that Asaduddin Owaisi wanted, where he suggested that Muslims have also participated in freedom struggle and that the Muslim contribution, particularly pre-Gandhi, pre-Nehru, pre-Jinnah, should not be forgotten. So it seems that people there on the ground are listening to him, and that's why for them Tipu Sultan remains a hero.
See, who created Tipu Sultan as a hero, first of all? Congress. Of course, Owaisi has nothing but poison for the people. We have always respected the real freedom fighters who have fought with the national mainstream. But how can Jinnah be a hero? Jinnah never did any satyagraha. He never offered himself. He never went to jail. He was in cahoots with British. He took his pound of flesh and said, I will not allow India to be independent till Pakistan is given. He got thousands killed in the name of Islamic State. So where is the comparison? Owaisi himself, his own party, did not allow the Hyderabad to merge with India, wanted to merge with Pakistan. They killed hundreds of people in Telangana, raped women, killed people, and those forefathers of these same Razakars today from MIM, have they ever expressed regret? So these people have Jinnah in their heart. They don't believe in the Indian nationhood, but they will claim the use of constitution till it suits them. So people have to understand that people like Owaisi, whom we make a hero out of, every media house wants him to be on interview, on every kind of debate, while they only spread divisiveness. How many times have been respected modern Muslims in space in the media? It's our failing also.